பரலோக சுவையின்ப இயேசுவே என் வாழ்வின் திவ்யமிர்தமே இன்னும் இன்னும் வேண்டும் என்று கெஞ்சுதே உள்ளமே உன் நினைவால் என் இதயம் ஏங்குதே வல்லாய்.
Good evening to all of you. We welcome all the viewers and subscribers of Milky TV and especially viewers of Pen, Mic and Swords, a book review program. And today is our 21st episode with the 21st new book recently published. And we also have the author there. The author of the book is Brother Chiradeep Patra. And the name of the book is Soaring in the Mist. It's a very small novella written by brother. It's actually a small life experience which happened in his life. He has penned it down, and it's really a very wonderful book. If you read the book, we'll understand more about the human life, more about the pain which everyone suffer, and that we don't have much time. And that's how the storyline will goes. And today the book is going to be presented by Sister Sangeeta James. Sangeeta James sister is from Mumbai. She's a CBSE school teacher, and we also know about Chiradeep Patra brother. Brother is a known person as a digital content creator. He's the author of several Christian books, and he's on a writing spree. He keeps on writing, and I don't know what is the book number which he's writing now, but I'm sure he's up to something. He will never keep quiet. So that's how Chiradeep Patra brother is. So I welcome both of you to the show, and we are also expecting Brother Joseph Yesudian from Mumbai. So he will join. So meanwhile, I wouldn't want to waste the time. So without much delay, I would like to turn the podium to Sister Sangeeta James to give a presentation. Sister, please.
Good evening, everyone over here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present this book. Firstly, I would like to say about the author, that is about Mr. Chiradeep Patra. He hails from the silver city of Cuttack. He is a writer, blogger who writes for different print media and blogs. He nurtured his writing skill as a writer while working as an accountant in Kolkata-based NGO. He is best known for Candles Online, a website that has published over 2,300 articles, stories, and poems of various genres, and that over 40 people have penned. Soaring in the Mist. In this book, this is the third book which he has published this year. So the story I would like to tell, it's a very nice book. It's a very short book. What I would like to say, very nicely it has been written. The story goes like this. There was a boy called Archit. He was reading a letter. Now this letter was not an ordinary one. It was from Archana, who was his childhood friend, his doppelganger, his support system, his agony aunt, and his soulmate. He used to call her Archudi. She has written this letter over a month and have finally finished it. He had spent most wonderful time with Archudi. They used to live in Rourkela, a city in Sundargarh district of Odisha, a town surrounded by rivers and hills. It was everything a citizen needed. Both their father worked at the Steel Authority of India Limited, that is SAIL. Archana was 7 and Archit was 6. So she was 1 year older. Both were in the same school. In no time, both families became friends. They stayed together from dawn till dusk. They became very good friends. They became each other's shadows. Their mothers had to drag them home at night. Means that much they were close with each other. In afternoon, when their mothers used to sit together to make pickles, or they did colorful winter wear, they would tell each other that they will end up marrying one day. Such was the friendship of both. Once, when Archana got hurt, he stayed with her all night and talked to her solace and gave company till she dozed off and left from his home only in the morning. SAIL holds an annual festival for its employees. Kids eagerly look forward to it. Parents took them to the fair. The main attraction of the fair was ride that the most children loved to get to. Archana too forced her mother to get both on these wooden horses. So Archana told that I want to sit in that horse. I'm going to tell Archit also have to come along with me. But Archit was not comfortable. But then too for Archana, he agreed. They both sat in that ride. The speed increased. something unwanted happened. Archit loosed his grip around the horse and fell off into the cemented ground and hurt himself terribly. When she saw the condition, she started crying. He was taken to the hospital and was given first aid. Archana could not stop sobbing. She stayed at Archit's house, slept beside him that night along with his mother. She became Archit's personal caregiver till his wounds were healed. Such was their love for each other. In the room hostel, now the second part, what the author has said about, this is the first part where they both were in where they were in Rourkela and where they spent their childhood. Now the second part, what over here is, they all are grown up, and then he was for further studies, he went to another city, and over there he met a friend. Okay, his friend's name is Rakesh. He used to stay along with his friend Rakesh in a rented apartment. Over there they used to do MBA. Now they were in the second year of MBA, that is named Utkal University. After 2 days, they have annual function. Archit was a cultural secretary. Immense responsibility was there on him. Now, then after that, the second letter is about jealousy. Now, in that same college, Archit was having one more friend. Okay, that she is a girlfriend. Her name was Anshika. She was a doting girlfriend. She did not like anything negative about Archit. No one should say anything about Archit. When they are discussing, or when the friends are together, that time no one has to tell anything about Archit. She was not liking that. She was her That was her love and possessiveness. His friend said, your Arki was caught. What happened yesterday? Now, while means what I saw, that your friend, he's got away with something. He's caught up with some work. He was lost in reading a letter while the students were at work. Anshika was unmindful. She was still thinking about. Then she thought that why his friends Rakesh said like this, that she is he's reading some letter. What is that some letter? In that letter, what could have written? Okay, why he is so engaged? Archie don't want to hide, nor he had kept any secrets from Anshika. But he did not want to discuss his childhood best friend, Archudi. He told he got a letter from today, so long. It is very long letter. Then after that, then he told that he's got a long letter that he has to read. Then after that, over there, he got a chance. That is the cultural. He was in the cultural festival. He was busy with many things. He was busy with all the management work. Now his mind was in that letter because he has not completed reading that letter. Then over there, when he was with Rakesh, he said, "Where are the passes?" Okay, Vice Chancellor wants the passes. He said, "Oh, that passes are at home. Now I have to go and get it." He said, "Okay, go and get it over there." And when he went home, again when he took the passes over there, that letter was there. His attention went over there. He said, "Now I want to read actually exactly what she has written, more she has written." And when he read the letter, that time he came to know that more what she has written. He said that childhood were the best days we had spent, but then after that, that means a parting time has come. Now we both have grown up. You have to go for further studies. You have to go to another city, and I have to go to some college over here. I have to take admission. Then after that, this boy went to college, and now they had parted with each other. He went to the another college and another city. While going, he said that I will keep the contact with you. Yeah, okay, while going, this girl also, she did all her wardrobe, means his wardrobe, everything she has. They did shopping, everything. She gave the Kodak camera. She said, "You keep all the memories in that, whatever you will do, and you keep me calling." He said, "Okay, I'll do everything for you." Then later on, once he went into the college, he was busy with all the activities. Okay, there has been a distance in the relationship. Now what happened? This girl, she was alone in that city. Earlier this boy was there. Now she went into, she she felt the solitude. she was long, after leaving him, she was not living a very I mean, she was very sad. Okay, she was not making friends. She used to like solitude, and she was not making friends, she was not talking to anyone. Then after few days, she met a friend over there. That person's name is Rakesh. Now when she met him, that he made him comfortable. After that, when he made him comfortable for after few days, then after making few he made her comfortable, he used to take her for he used to take them for long drive. Okay, they had passed a very good time. He has become so possessive that he used to command her. Okay, and he used to tell, and sometimes he used to search in his all his room, and he used to search, and he used to say that all the letters, everything he saw. And then he used to get irritated. That much possessiveness was there, so he used to act like that. Now she used to get frustrated in this relationship. She used to think she don't want to live in this relationship. She wants to come out of this relationship, but she can't do it because that boy was blackmailing her. Now she want to come to this relationship wants to come to an end. She wants the relationship, but it is not possible. Now that boy started blackmailing her. He used to tell her that everything, whatever intimate photos we have taken, that I'm going to show it to your father, all these things. Then after that, now this girl went into depression. She felt very bad about it, and no one is there to share to all these things. In the meantime, that boy, that is Archit, came over there for a fortnight. They used to talk each other. They spent a few days, but she tried to talk, but she didn't tell anything about it. Okay, sometimes they used to spend time, but Archit also was not knowing that why she is depressed. He was not able to find out. Then after that, that girl, what she did, she has committed suicide. Okay, and this boy, when he read that letter, he was shocked that my childhood friend, who is very dear to me, I'm not able to read her mind. I'm not able to save her life. So, from this, what we can understand is many children, many people, they get into depression. That is okay. So, from that, like for example, the people, those who are in God, for them, we what we will do, we will go, like we will worship Jesus, and we will come out from that trauma. But the worldly people, those who are there, for them, if once they go into depression, they're not able to come out from that. And this boy felt very bad that I'm not able to try to save her life. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. After hearing your review, the storyline of this novel, actually, when I was Brother Chiradeep had sent me this book. When I at the beginning, when I was reading the novel, I thought it would be a romance story. But when I came to the end part, even I felt very depressed. I felt like crying. Yes, I think most of us must be knowing in Tamil Nadu incident happened. There's a music director called Vijay Anthony. He's a well-known person, and he has a 17-year-old kid. And this girl she was a very happy-go-lucky person. Suddenly, one day morning, when they went to a room, they found that she had committed suicide. And now no one knows the reason for her committing suicide. And all the friends say that she didn't had any issues with any of them, and she was a very happy-go-lucky person. So when I was hearing this review, I remembered the event which happened just a few weeks back. Sometimes does happen. We might be having very good friends. It might be our relative. We think that we know everything about them, but sometimes there are certain areas of life which we doesn't come to know. And when we try to understand that they have been going through some sort of pain, it becomes too late, and they're no more in this world. Really, very beautifully, Chiradeep brother has penned out this novel. So thanks to Chiradeep brother. So I would like to know, Chiradeep brother, in what background you wrote this novella, and what experience brother had while writing it. Brother, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sangeeta sister, for reviewing this book. I'm really honored. Uh, and I know when Sister Jemima read it and she reviewed it on Amazon as well, and she said I was crying. Like, I mean, it was unexpected, but now it is not no more any a secret, as Sangeeta sister has already revealed it. So nobody should see this review, or else everybody will know the. I mean, before reading the book, nobody should see this review. I'm scared to share this link now. Okay, because all the suspense is gone. But anyway, this is a review, and she has to. She honestly reviewed it nicely. So I used to stay. The places are changed because I did not want to hurt the sentiments of the family. Because who knows, this book will someday that book will come to their someone will read that, and they will feel bad. So I did not want to hurt their sentiments of whoever is related to them. They are not in touch with us. The family is still, yeah, some of them are, I mean, we have the numbers, but we are not in touch with them. uh, they were our neighbors. Okay. In not Raulkela, it was in Rajgangpur, just hour away from Raulkela. And I gave anonymous names, different names. Okay, and she was older to me, and that's all. We were not that close as mentioned in the book, but we were close. We were close childhood friends. So, and all those those what do you call, mela and other things, and I fell down. I mean, Archit fell down. Those are all made out. I just imagined things, fictionalized. That was not the truth, but we were friends. We were good friends. Family were good friends, and the small incidents which I have penned down, those are all imaginary. So after my like, for my health reason, I came back. When I was only 8 years old, I parted from them. I mean, parted from my parents as well, because I was I was grown up in my. I was growing up with my maternal grandparents' house. So I grew up over there. So I really don't know. I literally forget the family also. After 15 years, I went to that place. That's not mentioned exactly in the book. Book is different. But I wanted to focus on that incident. Okay. Then when 15 years back, when I went back, we met each other, and I tried to recall the old, childhood friendship. Okay. Okay, this person was there. Okay, okay, I remember now. I remember now. The family I remember, because I was very small, 8 years old. So after 15 years means 23 years I was. Sorry, I went around 2000, 92. 92 I went from 83 to 92. Yeah. So I was already. It's not 15 years. 83 to 92 is like 9 years. After 9 years I went. So we were very close, and we enjoyed our friendship, and we discussed things, and I felt she was showing me a letter. That's where the imagination came to me. I will use the letter as a tool. I mean, so that letter she was showing me that time, and she was actually telling me something. Okay. But I was in 12th class that time. I was so naive. I was so, I mean, I did not know. I wasn't a counselor that time. I did not know anything, how to react. I joked around. I was humorous. I thought she has some boyfriend or something is happening, but she was talking about something which I could not understand. But when I was about to come back, I mean, she was very sad that you were going away. I'll be all alone, like that feeling I could read in her mind. After this event happened, then only I recalled all these things. Otherwise, that time I was just thinking, okay, she's just normally sad as we are parting again. I came back. My mother wrote after some time that there is some accident happened and I'm restless. She wrote me a letter. Then when she came back after my 12th exam, she told me that this thing happened, and I was like, I felt as if God is telling me that you missed an opportunity. You could have saved her. She wasn't a believer, and I felt that I could have, if I would have given a listening ear. I listened to her, but I wasn't active listener. I wasn't a active listener. I wasn't an active listener. Active listener, you understand, listening through heart. That was important. And now, when I become a counselor, a life coach, and as you grow, I mean, as I started growing, I mean, God put me that thought that you are going to understand the pain first when you are getting closer to anyone or encountering people, stumbling upon any people. Understand their feelings and know their heart. So that thought came, and probably that is the incident which made me counselor and a life coach. So i'm not I don't know whether I should thank them for that incident or not. I don't know how to react. It was very saddening. That was a small piece of reality. All others are fiction, which I made it up. The whole letter is also made it up for the story's sake. So that was the thing. So people now, if they see this one, they will know that they will read the book. So that's fine. It's okay. Thank you so much for taking time to read it and review it, Sister Sangeeta. It was so nice of you that you chose this book. This is a personal favorite. Though I have the first book is always favorite. That's about my Jesus, our Savior. But this book is personally very favorite because this has made me who I am. Okay, today. So over to Sister Jemima.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Sometimes God gives such a situation where we come to know that we don't understand other people, and that becomes the point when we try to understand people all around us. Often, as human beings, what we do is we are only concerned about our pain or our drawbacks, and I am having this and this kind of problem. How to come out of it? Why God is not helping me? This is the thought process of a normal human being. But such situations make us to understand that we are not the single person to have pain in this life. Each and every person has their own set of problems. Some overcome it because of what could I say? Because of their strong will, because of God's power, and some doesn't make it. And it's really, really important that if we see such people, we need to counsel them, try to understand that pain, be empathetic, being in their shoes and try to understand what they are going through, so that we can be effective in giving them a better counseling. And that is what Chiradeep Patra brother is doing. The brother is doing counseling on one-to-one session, and is also doing it in social media also. So that's a great work brother is doing, and is touching many lives. So let us be also like that, to understand the people who are around us, to understand the pain, and to help them to come out of it. And that is more important. That is why God has made us a social human being, and He has kept us in a society in this world among human beings. So thank you, brother. Thank you for although this book is a very small book, but it has such a good message for the readers. So we get connected to it. So thank you for your efforts. May God bless you to write much books. And some people, after reading this book, they might think, "Oh, Chiradeep brother has written this, so Chiradeep brother must be having a past." But after you in this review, you told yes, many of the things has been fictitious. There was one such incident happened, and in order to pen it into a story, you created a storyline. So thank you, brother. Thank you for opening your heart to us regarding this incident which has happened in your life in your childhood days. And thank you to Sister Sangeeta James for reviewing this book. Actually, she was supposed to review this book 1 month back only, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, it got delayed. And today we were able to hear this review. So often after a program gets over, I used to send this our episode links to different groups. So now I am scared to send it.
Please
So
don't send.
I
Don't send.
so I think we will just leave it. So whoever has seen it in yes, but after reading this review, perhaps people might think like that, that I should get this book and read it like that. Also, it can happen. But anyway, it was a really very short and sweet story with a sad ending, but really a good life lesson for us. So maybe all try to reach out each other. Maybe be like Jesus Christ was compassionate for the people. He went on doing good for the people. Let us also do good for the people around us, for our family members, relatives, friends, all those who are coming in touch with us. Let us be like a light among them. So thank you. Today our
Yeah, I would
program.
like to say one thing. Like,
Ah,
see,
yes, sister.
nowadays now this mental depression is increasing.
Yeah.
I mean, like I read in the newspaper one article that is about Kota in Rajasthan. Over there, children, those I mean, they're over there. They go for their this one for their preparation for IIT and all. So over there, many children, I think till now 20 suicides cases are there.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now I mean the cases are increasing because of the mental depression. So I
And
mean something seriously has to be done. I mean counseling is required for children, for grown up, those who are going means I mean before that only now we can see the signs when they go into depression. So if at home also if anyone in the family, if we see any signs, then we can give them counseling before that, before they commit something, any drastic step before they take, before that only counseling can be done.
so more
But
than
actually
counseling,
life is,
yeah,
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 actually
please.
life is not in our hands, right now it is in
Yeah.
God's hands. So I mean these worldly people, they don't know about God, they don't pray. So that is why they are not, their life is not saved. We know for us, for Christians, God is there. So if any problem comes, if we pray, then the problem will be sorted. But for these people, when once they go into depression, they're not able. It means celebrities also are there, those who go into depression if the
Yeah,
failure
let's
occurs.
not get into that thing,
Okay.
because God
Yeah.
has created everyone, and He has died for all. And more than counseling and coaching, the awareness about it is necessary. And if you remember, I don't know whether Sangeeta sister has joined my last webinar, which I organized. Sister Jemima was there, and she was actively participating in that webinar. So I know the main focus was breaking the stigma of mental health. You know, if you ask someone to go for a mental checkup, nobody will go. Say, am I
Right.
am I mad? But no. Mental checkup is like health checkup. Do that. If you are struggling with your hand, you go to what do you call, orthopedician. Okay. So same way, when your heart is hurting, go to doctors, or talk to a person, a professional, or even somebody who has emotional intelligence. That is essential. You don't need a lot of counseling. You need a little support. Okay. But people, men especially, they don't at all discuss. They say women are emotional, men are. How many people are? How many males are committing suicide? If the ratio we will take out, men are more. So men are going in depression more. They are suppressing it, which is dangerous. Their manliness will go. Their machoism will be at stake. They will be embarrassed. They will be ashamed of themselves. The family will be ashamed of themselves. No, that thought process has to go away. That's why, this girl, Archana, she was unable to share anything, and the awareness was not there. When I was a child, not talking about Archana, the real name, or whoever it is. I'm not talking about the book. I'm talking about when I was a child. I went through a lot of depression, but there was no awareness. I did not know what depression is. I did not know what mental illness is. Okay. And in Sunday school, we were taught, if you have this thought, you are not believing in God. So, so all these misconceptions have created a lot of vacuum in our heart and mind. Okay, so always be ready. Emotional intelligence is understanding our own emotions and understanding the emotions of all others around us. So if we have that emotional intelligence, little empathy, godly empathy, if we claim ourselves to be godly people, let's have empathy and let's have agape love. That's the foremost thing before saying that we are separated. Show it with our actions. So let's do that. I'm really grateful. Rightly, she said, Sangeeta sister said, this Bangalore is the suicide capital of India. Okay, and IT sector is one of the dangerous sector where people commit suicide. A lot of money, but doesn't know how to handle success, how to handle relationship, how to handle emotional trauma. So very risky, and India is cruising because look at the amount of people we have. If 1%, if they are committing suicide, means you can see how many people. 1% of Indian population. It's one country of some other country. One country's population. Some other country's population. So we need to prayerfully show the agape love and empathy and have an active listening ear. Okay, that's all. I don't want to preach anymore.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. When Sangeeta sister told that this people are facing a lot of depression, and we cannot say that it is only for the worldly people. In spiritual world also, Christians, saved Christians also, they are also facing this thing. Because I don't know whether Sangeeta sister is aware, but I know that Chiradeep brother must be knowing. In foreign countries, in where Christianity is very popular, popular preachers who are leading the church, because of pressure they've committed suicide. We have so many incidents about, they know about God, they know that there is heaven and hell, but they are not able to handle the pressure which comes into their life. And it does happen sometimes when we are trying to discipline also someone, it is become we have to be very cautious. We don't know what people will do next. So as brother told that we have to be very empathetic towards them, but we should bring them to the right direction, because when we were children, as brother told, we don't know anything about depression. We don't know anything about mental illness. And yes, when parents disciplined us, or when we are sad, we used to be aloof, we used to be moody, and they will not care about, okay, fine, let them sit like that for, they will sit like that for some time and they will then come back. That was the attitude of parent, and we were also not aware of such things. But when we grew up, because of education and because of the so much advancement in the field of psychology, now we are understanding this is a depression, this is mental illness, and how to come out of it. There are so many therapists available for people, and it's not that people still have this stigma, as brother told in his webinar, that people feel that if I go for an issue like a depression, or because of a psychological problem, people will think that मैं पागल हूँ. So it will become a stigma has been attached to it. People think like that. No, we do not think like that. We all are mental patients. Why I am telling like that? Because we have at some point or other, we become counselors also. At the same time, we have been counselors also. We should try to understand that it's not that we are perfectly made and that we know everything. No, it's not like that. God has not made us like that. We need counseling of some person. We may, as we are born, we need the counseling of parents who give us good direction. We need good friends. We need our school teachers. So I would like to give a very simple example. If you're going to a new place and we are lost, so now we have GPS, we have Google Map and all, but sometimes even Google Map gives us wrong direction. So what we do, we ask the local persons direction. We ask them direction how to go to this particular place, and they will tell us, take a right or take a left, go like this way, they will show us. So at that point, that person become a counselor to us. So we should try to understand that, and it's not any stigma or it's not any wrong to going to a counselor. If we are having any psychological issues at the beginning stage itself, do go to a good counselor, or if any counselors are available in your local church, go for a counseling session and sort out whatever issues you are facing and connect it to the word of God. Be strengthened by the word of God, for God has said that there would be struggles in this world, but we will emerge victorious as Christ has emerged victorious. So that is the motivating words which Christ has given us. So let us follow it. And thank you, brother. We are expecting more kind of books from you like this, with a psychological viewpoint, with a counseling viewpoint, which should be very useful for all the people around us. So thank you for your precious time, and you have come to our show. And thank you for Sister Sangeeta James for taking the time to read this book and review to us. Next week also, dear friends, we would be doing another very interesting book, and that book's author is also Chiradeep Patra, brother. So stay connected with us. So Sam Siddharthan will be reviewing that book, and this book has been recently published. So we all know in Bible, we know about Anna and connecting Anna's barrenness. Brother has touched the fertility issues and what all women who are not having child are going through. It's really very wonderfully written from a psychological viewpoint. So I wouldn't want to elaborate on it. So let
Now
the
you are
person.
doing. Now you are stealing Sam's show.
Yes, so I will just tell this only. So let Sam complete the work, and this kind of review should help the author so that more people can buy his book and may be benefited for his for the effort which is putting for his book. So dear friends, stay connected with us. God bless you all, and do view our program regularly. So have a nice day. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Bye. Bye.